Hi beautiful people, it's me, Rinsky. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to make a DIY personalized UV resin keychains. With a little bit of a twist, we are going to add some glow-in-the-dark pigment. So please stick around in this video so I can show you the tips, tricks, and techniques on how to make this beautiful keychain resins. So let's go ahead and let's make it. In this tutorial, we will be using two different sizes of acrylic round discs for our keychains. One is the 3-inch size and the other one is like 2-inch size. So you can see the difference between the two. The 3-inch disc, they came with a clear plastic protective layer on both sides. So I want you to be aware of that before you guys put the resin in this disc. Otherwise, your resin will not gonna stick in your disc. On the other hand, this 2-inch round disc, they came with an opaque protective layer on both sides. So we can see the difference, and it depends, where you bought it from. And I just want to show you this before we proceed to the next step. Okay, we will take out the protective layer of this 3-inch disc as well as the other disc. Just like this, you see? Then we will take out the other side too. As well as the other round disc. And if you will notice, guys, I don't wear any nail polish in this video because dealing with this type of resin, it's kind of a little bit messy. So I suggest that you don't wear nail polish or even jewelry in your hands if you want to protect them from being get dirty in this project. The next step is to use 220 grit sandpaper. The reason why I want to use this fine grit sandpaper to our acrylic disc is, resin adheres more to a rough surface than to a smooth surface. I've been making acrylic disc keychains for more or less 4 years now, and this extra method, I'm telling you guys, you will thank me in the long run, because the rough surface, the resin love the rough surface, and you won't see any peeling in between the layers of your acrylic disc and your resin. So you will notice that in the long run. We'll go ahead and we will sand this acrylic before we put our resin. We'll just like sand it just like this, all the edges all around, just lightly. not too rough, but you can feel it at the edges, just like that. I know you will say, oh, it's not smooth anymore. There's a lot of scratches on my disc. See, you can just, but don't you worry, it will be like crystal clear once we applied the resin on top of this acrylic disc. Like, you can't tell that there are scratches in your disc after you sand them. I will do the same thing in this 2-inch disc. Just sand it just like so, all the way around. Sand it in circle motion or any direction you prefer. Doesn't matter, as long as the smooth surface is not smooth anymore and become rough. That resin loves the rough surface. It's like they're like a magnet to each other, you know. It will stick more. So this is an extra method or a technique that I'm showing you right now that you will love the outcome after all of this. You know, some videos on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, they don't show these extra steps, but I'm telling you guys, if you want quality of your product, and if you're thinking about making keychains for to start a small business, you need to add this extra step to your process. And after sanding this, we will clean our area. And I want to mention to you guys too, if you're working in a counter, you need to protect your counter too for all this mess that you are going to do. Protect them better than sorry. If you spilled some resin on your counter, just like this, have wet wipes just to clean them like this. Extra alcohol. So any oils from your hands will eliminate by using or spraying alcohol on your acrylic disc. Same thing with the other one. Spray it with alcohol, then wipe it, clean it with paper towel, just like that. I will clean up my surface area and I'll be right back. Okay, back to our counter. Already wiped down the counter and make sure there's no dust around the surface area. And we will set aside these 2 acrylic discs for now, and I want to show you what type of UV resin that I've been using for many years now. This is the one, Let's Resin, that I bought from Amazon, and I've been using this for many years now, and you can't be wrong about choosing this brand because as far as my experience working with this UV resin, I'm very satisfied at it. So we will start pouring some resin to our cup. Probably we will use about 10 ml or so. I just want to remind you guys too that you need to work in a well-ventilated area. If you have sensitive breathing, because this UV resin or any type of resins, they have a distinctive odor. Although this one has a low odor, but you know, you want to make it sure that you're working in a well ventilated area. Then after that, we will use these two types of glitter. We will be using the Color Ship Gemstone Shimmer, this one, and I want to mix it with Storm glitter. Isn't they pretty? Look at this, so shiny. Love it. I'm so excited for the outcome of these keychains. Okay, I believe I will pour this one. This is our major glitters to work with. Oops. Not too much. I will use this one just a little bit. Just like that. And we will mix it all together. After you mix all the glitters with your resin, we will pour it to those two acrylic discs that we prepared a while ago. And I just want to remind you guys that you don't over mix your resin with your glitters, otherwise you will create bubbles in your keychains and it doesn't look good at it. If you are looking for a quality keychain, you don't want any bubbles in it, but I will show you at the next step how to get rid of those bubbles in it. Okay, we are ready to pour these glitters with the resin and these acrylic keychains. You know, you can use, I'm using Toothpick by the way, but you can use whatever tool, like a spoon, for pouring the glitter resin mixture, just like this one. Some people use this one, but I'm comfortable of using Toothpick rather than, you know, other than using this one. Again, it's your preference, guys. Which one is for you works the best. And I want to make it clear to you guys that don't pour too much of the mixture of your resin, because we will finish it with a top coat of a clear resin after we cure this first layer in this acrylic disc. And one thing I love in this UV resin, they are like self-dome resin. So when you work with this type of resin, you need to find a flat surface or a working area if you want to achieve that domeness, perfect domeness of your keychain. I think we need to pour more resin. Making sure that you don't over pour them so you don't spill. So I'm then putting all these mixtures to our acrylic discs, and the next step will be using a lighter or a torch lighter to make it sure that there's no bubbles that escape through the process. Although this type of UV resin that I use in this tutorial, they said no bubble free, but I want to make it sure, even they claim it, I want to make it sure that my keychains are smooth. So we'll go ahead and light this lighter and quick torch in each disc, just like this. What do you think of our glitter so far? Isn't it so pretty, guys? And then we'll go ahead and put the UV lamp and cure it for about 3 minutes. Cycle done, the 3-minute cycle done, I will go ahead and put another 3 minutes to make it sure that my resin are cured enough for the next step. So we'll go ahead and fast forward this process. The full 6-minute cycle is already done, and we'll go ahead and check our acrylic disc, see how they look like. Oh, so pretty. Look at this. A holographic purple glitter keychains. We're not done yet. The next step is the one that I've been telling you about, the twist. We'll go ahead and we will look at this. Look at the back. Are they pretty? Just like this. Wow, I can't believe it myself. Very pretty. But we will not stop in this process yet, but we will put another layer of resin in here. The twist is we will use the glow in the dark pigment, and this is my first time to use this one. And we'll go ahead and we will prepare our next mixture. Just reusing the same cup that we used a while ago. I think it doesn't matter if we will use the same cup as we used earlier. We'll put the resin. Okay, just enough resin to cover those acrylic discs, and they were more about 10 ml or so. You're ready to wipe it down, clean it right away, and then we will use this UV Resin brand glow in the dark pigment. I will be using purple in this tutorial, and then we'll put this in our resin. Just like that, and we will mix it very well. I didn't measure how much glow in the dark pigment I put it in here, but you know, we will see the outcome. So this is my first time to introduce glow in the dark powder pigment to a keychain. So we will reference this outcome for our future keychain projects. So I believe I mix it very well. Then we will go ahead and pour this mixture, the glow in the dark mixture, to the other side of those two acrylic discs. Okay, I'm done spreading the glow in the dark mixture to our acrylic disc, and now we will use this torch lighter again, and we want to make it sure there's no bubble escapes through the process. And after this, we will go ahead and put this under the UV lamp. Again, I will use 6-minute cycle for this keychains to cure, and we'll go ahead and fast forward this process, and I'll see you after this. Now back to our tutorial. I just want to let you know, guys, that I did 6 more minutes for both keychains. So I did 6 minutes on the top and 6 minutes at the back. I want to make it sure that it is properly cured before we proceed to the next step. So behind the camera, I already prepared my vinyls, already cut out my designs, and I want to customize or personalize these keychains, and we'll begin applying these vinyls. We'll put this letter E. You see how pretty it is, like a holographic vinyl, and we will adhere that to the front, which is the one that we put some resin with glitters, holographic glitters in it. We'll grab a transfer tape, then we'll put this like this, and we'll go ahead and burnish it with our scraper and burnish it at the back too. Now we need to align it. See, put it in the center. I'm happy with the placement just like this, and we'll go ahead and burnish it down. That one. Then we'll put my name on top of my initial. Again, I cut this ahead of time. I picked the white vinyl, Aaron. And we'll go ahead and put it like this. Burnish it at the back, and we'll peel it off just like so. And then we need to find a good angle for the placement of the name. I think I want it like diagonal, like put it just like this. Then we need to burnish it down again. Like that. See? And then we will work at the back. We'll put my number, which is 81. Same process. Burnish it at the back. And find the middle. I think I want it just like this. And burnish it down again with a scraper. And the last one, put the other name. Burnish it down and transfer it there. Want it just like this. I'm happy with the placement, and put it down. Just like this. And we will do the same technique with this smaller version of the keychain. We'll transfer all these vinyls in here that I already pre-made it, already cut and ready to go, and then we'll transfer it here. And I'll see you on the next one. Now we're done with the application of vinyls on both sides of these two keychains, and they turned out very, very pretty and so nice. And at this point in time, you can decide whether you want to put your hardware, keychain hardwares here already and put it in your backpack or car keychains. But for me, I want extra step, like finish it with a top coat of the resin. The reason why I want to top coat it with the resin is, you know, I want my keychains like high quality keychains, and I want this like long lasting. And in order to protect your vinyls from wear and tear and from the weather, you can use the UV resin to cover this as a sealant. So we will do that, and we will prepare this two keychains for the final presentation. And then this one, and if you are guys wondering what is this one, this is a foil, and at the back I grab a cardstock and just wrap it with a foil, so to protect my surface, my working area. And we'll go ahead and put some resin on top of this keychains. Not too much, but enough to cover the vinyls. We'll go ahead and fast forward this process. I let it rest for a minute so there's enough time for the resin to spread evenly all over the acrylic keychain. So now we will do is light up with a torch lighter and get rid of those bubbles, if any. Go ahead and put this under the UV light for about 12 minutes in order to cure them properly. I'll go ahead and fast forward this process again, and I'll see you at the very end. guys, before I show you the keychains we made, I am charging them under my UV light so to show you how they glow in the dark. But before that, I want to share you these keychains that I made from last few years, and this baby shark keychain I made for my daughter. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I made this last 4 years ago, and you see how pretty and still shiny using that brand of resin that I shared to you. And this is another type of keychain. I use a printable vinyl, and I'll just cut it off and stick it in the acrylic disc and top it off with resin. Then another example of the keychains I made too, like I printed some design that I made. I used the printable vinyl sticker, and I just stick it in the disc and seal it with a transparent outdoor vinyl. So it's up to you guys how you want to make your keychains. All the possibilities are out there, and you know, go creative. Look at this, like still shiny. Are you guys ready? I'm so ready about this one. I'm so excited to reveal you how pretty this keychains that we made, and I think they are ready. I think they are fully charged under my UV lamp, and I want to show you how they look like. Oh my god. All right, I'll try to focus it under the camera. All right, right there. Aren't they pretty? Oh my goodness, look at that. We put some glow in the dark pigment in this keychain, and I can't wait to show you how they look like, or how they glow in the dark once we turn off our light. Give me a minute and I will turn off my light and see how they look like. All right, I'll try my best to cover the blinds with curtain, but you can tell the difference from our glow in the dark pigment purple, and now like it's kind of ocean blue. Oh my god, so pretty. The video can't justify how beautiful they are, and it meant to be in a really dark place. I can't wait to be like summer season here, so we can charge this under the sun and see how pretty they are. What do you think so far, guys? Please leave me a comment under the description box in my video, and I love to see what are your thoughts too. I'm so in love with this one. I can't wait to use this right away, put this in my backpack and use this one in my car keychains, another keychains that I will add to my collection. It's so pretty. Love it. Love it. Hope you guys inspired from this video and create your keychains too. I want to see that too. And that's it. So easy to make a DIY personalized UV keychain glow in the dark. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn that notification bell button on so you don't miss any of my upcoming new videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!